Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prospects eRacing League here for the Academy Division. Oh, I forgot to have that muted. Sorry about that, guys. But, back at it again for Prospects eRacing League, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the Academy Division, Round 7, here for the Brazilian Grand Prix, here with the Academy, short qualifying with a 25% race. Owen has just said the drivers to ready up, and we're about to get underway. I am your commentator, Just Gaming, or Justin, whoever you guys prefer, and I'm also here with Owen. I'm not sure if he's here, but if he's here, please introduce yourself. He is not here. He is not back. If not, you are muted, my friend, if you're speaking. It'll Earth to Owen. Earth to Owen. Panda Man is here. How you doing, Panda Man? Welcome, my friend. But as we are here for the Academy and we wait for Owen to make his way in, let's go live and ready up at. Yep, I will join in minute finishing the meeting. Alright, no worries, Owen. We'll see you in a little bit. But guys, we went from one Portuguese speaking country of Portugal at Portimao. Now we're at another Portuguese speaking country here at Brazil. And it's such a coincidence as I got the start of doing commentary, we go to Portuguese speaking countries, and if you guys didn't know, I have Portuguese heritage, so I know a thing or two, but mainly curse words, because that's how you always start trying to learn a new language. But we are here tonight at the Autodromo José Carlos Pace, of course, named after José Carlos Pace, the famous motorsport driver for both for NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula One. An extraordinary legend in the motorsport scene. But the first ever Grand Prix here at Autodromo José Carlos Pace was at 1973, so a very, very historic track that we have ourselves at here tonight. We're actually here for 18 laps with the circuit length around 4.309 kilometers long, where we're looking at a race distance of probably around 55, maybe 56 kilometers long. The current lap record is a 1:10.540. But now, as the drivers are making their way out of the pit lane, we are going to go on board with the AlphaTauri of Jonesy, who is going to be the first person to make their way out of the pit lane. And let's see the tire allocations. So far, everyone on a set of softs, except for Crew Steamers, Chaos Druid, and Dom were on a set of mediums. Everyone on a set of softs. I don't know if I said everyone on a set of mediums, but I'm sorry if I did. But, as Jonesy is making their way across Sector 2, this is actually a very, very crucial part of the track, where Sectors 1 and 3 just has practically a main straight with a few turns. So Sector 2 is where you really want to see the drivers when it comes down to the skill, and that is where we're actually going to start. So Jonesy's gonna come around turns 14, now towards, now 14, on the straightaway to the slight left-hander of turn 15, and he's gonna start his qualifying pace. We're gonna give a quick description, as we have the speed trap at the end of this straight into turns 1, 2, and 3, the quick S turns of Sector 1, into the first DRS zone, where the DRS detection zone is at the end of turn 1. On this long straightaway down, we enter Sector 2 right at the end for turn 4 and 5, I should say, sorry, which is like a downhill double left-hander to now a uphill right-hander, a double apex of turns 6 and 7. Then we make a short and straight to turn 8 on the downhill, a short left-hander of turn 9. Very crucial to get that right and go into throttle as safe as possible. He actually lets I believe T-Mouse through. This turn, it actually has an unnamed turn, but now towards turn 10, this tight hairpin on the downhill, now towards the left-hander of turns 11, a slight straight as you enter sector 3, and then you make your way towards turn 12. And looks like Jones is going to go for another one as he goes around turns 13 now, a slight incline to turn 14, and then on the straight towards turn 15. As he makes his way into the pit lane, where the pit lane, as you do see, is right at the start of turn 15. But currently, the fastest lap has just been set by Pigman Man in the Alfa Romeo here tonight with a 107.692 for the Academy division. And these drivers are still gonna go at it to see how they will do in this race. Loquito Yaya looks like they're gonna be serving a quali ban here tonight. Doesn't look like we have Owen back yet, but as we are here in the academy, let's actually take the rundown of the standings, as it has not been updated, so I cannot really give you that, but I could potentially give you guys last week's race results, where, if you guys do not remember, we were at the British Grand Prix, and it looks like taking the race win, as everyone was actually representing the Ukraine colors of yellow and blue. Here at Prospects, we give our support and love to everyone that has been affected. But one person that has been on a roll in all the divisions that have been a part of last week was actually Panda Man Gaming, taking the race win at Britain, with Monster close in second. Pigman Man, who we currently see has the fastest lap, finished in third, and that was the podium back at the Silverstone circuit. But now, this is a whole new start for these drivers to try and get as much time out on Autodromo Jose Carlos Base. That is a very, very difficult track to tame, as there's a lot of opportunities to spin, a lot of opportunities to have overtakes, but there will be a lot of opportunities for mistakes. Just like right there at turn 9 is a very, very difficult spot to get correct, because it's a slight downhill. The car is kind of tilted to the left, to actually, it does help you with a little bit of grip, but on the uphill, if you go in full out on that left hand turn and you go into throttle, you're gonna spin. It's very, very crucial that you get that turn specifically correct. Very, very difficult to get down, but that's just when it comes down to practice and just continuously trying to improve your times here. But it's still an extraordinary time from Pigman Man, as we now have just over half of the grid putting in a valid time. But we are still waiting on about just less than half of the grid, specifically 8 drivers to put in a time. Would have been 9, but Loquito Yaya has retired into the pits. So now, as we see Yanin crash out. We're gonna go on board on Villeneuve, and that's what I'm talking about. Turn 9, the dreaded turn 9. As I said, just going on the throttle a little bit too early, and just losing the control of that car. And now Yanin is into the wall, and we could potentially be looking at both of the Aston Martins starting at the back of the grid. But we're actually, it looks like a little bit of a pileup in Sector 2. We're actually going to quickly check that out as we're looking at it now. So it's Kaza, Artistic Genius, looks like Damwar, and then it looks like it's going to be Jonesy. A little bit of a pileup into turn 4. So with Jonesy trying to put in a time as well, that's going to mess up his pace there, as there's a little bit of a pileup. The Aston Martin up ahead, going into the pit lane now. I don't know if that's Kaza or it's actually Panaman Gaming, after just running out of fuel right at the end of the dire moments of that quali lap, and he is going to make his way into the pit lane still with a good time of 109.228, sixth fastest for the time being. Jonesy is now going to approach the line, and he's going to go second fastest with a 107.789 in the AlphaTauri. Two drivers breaking the 107 second barrier, as we do see Pigment Man doing it early on, and then Jonesy just replicated it. And let's see if he is going to do it. And also his teammate as well, two AlphaTauris in the top three. LZ Albo 9 has just set a time of a 107.943. That man is on fire, as we do, as you did here with the victory radio check-in for the Formula 1 podium pass. I don't know which one it was at, but yeah, a little quick sneak in right there. But now we're actually gonna go on board Steamers as well, who's currently on a set of mediums and trying to get a good lap in. Same with Paige Baguette, who unfortunately had a not as her normal results in tier 3 yesterday, hoping to improve here tonight, as Paige is going to be finishing her outlap, making her way towards turns 14 and now turn 15 of sector 3, hugging that left side wall as she is going to start her fast lap down into turn 1. She takes a wide line and carries a lot of momentum, just misses the apex of turn 1, hits the apex of turn 2, and then right on the apex of turn 3 as she tries to fight the G-forces out of sector 1, now with the rear flap wide open, and it's going to be slamming on the brakes right here at the end of the DRS straight, as there's a Mercedes spun around just ahead of her, and I believe that is going to be Chaos Druid. Just going on the throttle a little bit too early there, spinning around turn 4, and is now gonna have to go back into the pit lane potentially for a new front wing, as I believe that I saw a little bit of damage on that vehicle. But Paige now coming around turns 10 and now 11 on this downhill left-hander, where she's making her way down out of sector 2 now, setting a 52 seconds 324 out of that. Let's see if she's going to be able to get into the top 10 of the timing for the qualifying, as she is going to be making her way down. 7 minutes left of the qualifying. This is all or nothing at this point, as she's going to set a time and gets into the top 10, a 109.216. Of course, an extraordinary time there from Paige. Let's see if she's going to be able to keep this momentum and get some points in this race. Miss consistent. Let's see how she does. But now we're going to go up board with Pigman Man, who is currently invalidating his quality pace there. Looks like it was in sector 2. And will now have to start a new fast lap as he makes his way around turn 14 now, with the Mercedes up ahead. And then, oh, actually, no, he's going to go into the pit lane after invalidating. So not improving on his time on when he was out there on the track, but still a very strong time of 107.692. Jonesy is going to be making his way around sector 2 now. Let's see if he is going to be dethroning Pigman Man in first place, well, for fastest position. Oh, and actually another one in the 107s, I forgot to mention it, CSB Harris in the Haas at 107.959 gets fourth fastest on the board. But we're gonna go on board with Jonesy, as he's gonna be starting a fast one now. Let's see if he's gonna be improving and going to make his way up to pole position. Needs to improve by 1/10 and it will be his. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it, as he negotiates around turn 3 now. This long left-hander to the DRS straight. Let's actually see how fast these drivers are going around 322 kilometers per hour. That's extraordinary speeds in those Formula 1 cars. as he now makes his way on the uphill of turn 6 and 7. Now on the slight downhill of turn 8, and then the left-hander of turn 9. Let's see how he takes it. A little bit of a wider line, but keeps the momentum. Hits the curb on the exit as he makes his way on the uphill of turn 10. Now a slight decline, a slight left side decline as well, as it's going to help him with a little bit of grip down turn 11. Now in sector 2 has improved by 0.02 of a second. This is all or nothing. Let's see if he is going to do it. He needs to get 1/10 in this final straight of turns 13 to 15. As he makes his way down, gets a little bit off of track there, but he's going to cross the line and improve by 0.5. So getting halfway there, but still improves his time to a 107.735 for the AlphaTauri driver. Well done, Jonesy. Let's see if you're going to be able to keep this up. But now your teammate right behind you of LZ Albo was 0.2 out of sector 2. Let's see if he's going to be going second fastest or pole sitter as he crosses the line. He improves by 0.5 with a 107.445. LZ now has the provisional pole position. As we are now looking at it, 4 minutes left in the qualifying. Artistic Genius has actually just crashed out, so we're actually going to stay with Albo. As we see, Artistic Genius has crashed out just up ahead. And right on the right side, yep, looks like got on the throttle a little bit. Lost his left rear tire and his right front, so it must have been a heavy impact for the Mercedes driver, hoping they can improve later on. But the thing is, that's the one good thing about if you crash out in qualifying. You know from that mistake, and you should be able to learn it right before you start the Grand Prix. 18 laps here tonight, so not as long as the normal tiers, but still give these academy drivers a little bit of a test and a little bit of a taste to see what it's really like in Prospects Esports. And it looks like Owen is still not here, so this is practically a solo comms for me tonight so far. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. He's probably busy doing some confidential stuff. But oh, I just saw it! Jonesy has improved. I'm sorry that I didn't cover it, guys. Jonesy has improved now to second fastest with a 107.581. And with that, the AlphaTauri is in first and second. So extraordinary times between all those drivers out on the field. Extraordinary. But I'm looking at this now, so I'm actually gonna go into the chat real quick, say hi to everyone. We have Panda Man, how you doing, my man? Really good, my friend. We got ORBX, how you doing? Well, it lasted 2 laps. You'll be fine, man. You'll learn. You just have to learn from it. You'll be all good. EKzer OG, go on cruise steamers, as he's representing one of our very own, actually, cruise steamers, PLR cruise steamers to be exact. And he's gonna be starting a fast lap now. Let's see how he's gonna do. Just needs to improve by like 1/10.5, and he'll be making his way up to 11th. So let's see how he's gonna do. Also, Team Mouse, Owen will be there soon. Caught in a meeting with directors. No worries. He already told me, Mouse. Good to have you in here, though. As always. Did you crash out, Team Mouse, or did you actually retire into the pit lane? I'm not too sure if you retired into the pit lane or crashed out. I could be messed up with that. Yep, so yes. Okay, so yes to which one? Yes to which one, Team Mouse? I just love that sometimes. Oh, you binned it. Okay, so you crashed. So okay. Well, no worries, Team Mouse. You still got 7th fastest so far with a 108.430. Was on the call and had no F1 audio. You're right. You're right. Is everything okay with you over there, Team Mouse? So didn't hear when the car lost the back end. Yeah, but is everything good over there? Everything good with you guys? Honestly, love to see you guys trying to improve Prospects eRacing League day in and day out. As we also see T De Silva as well, one of the heads of Prospects. Didn't hear when the car lost the back. Okay. Yeah, sorting season 6. Ooh, sorting season 6, guys. You better get excited. But Timo, since you're actually in here, you can let them know. For me, Gran Turismo 7 is already downloaded. So we're gonna be all set for when we move, and well, we're not moving, we're just expanding, guys. But if you guys did miss it, actually, on Patty Patch stream where we actually had the talk show, we actually discussed future plans for Prospects eRacing League, and Gran Turismo 7 has come up, as we do for Prospects. Tell me if I'm wrong, Team Mouse. For Prospects, I know that you do Formula 1 and you do hockey, and then with the Formula 1 scene, you're thinking of going into the Xbox and PC scene as well. And also you're thinking of going into Gran Turismo 7, where we're going to be seeing some extraordinary racing, a new game as well. So everyone, but it's not going to be starting anytime soon for Gran Turismo 7. It's going to be starting maybe around May or June, just to give drivers and enough time to get practice in for that game. But with that in mind, Pigman Man, as we've been stuck on, has actually taken second place for the time being, as he was able to set a 107.554, only around. Oh, a big crash up ahead with Jonesy and a Haas of Sufyan, who will be getting a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Jonesy. So it looks like a huge crash there on the exit of turn 3. The Haas just not anticipating that Jonesy was going to be on the lap there, as he moves over to the side of the track, and looks like he's going to be disqualifying himself from this from that, and will be starting at the back of the grid if he stays right there. But yeah, huge crash there from Jonesy and Sufyan. We actually just caught that as well. We were able to just catch that in 4K. But yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's just skill. There's always those type of mistakes. He did apologize in the chat, so yeah, he's all good. And then he crashes out to pay respects for the mistake that he has done. But it's still plenty of time. But with Cruise Steamers crossing the line, he was able to set a 108.247 1,000th of a second ahead of Panda Man Gaming for that 5th place position. So extraordinary last ditch effort there from Cruise Steamers. I'm pretty sure EKs or OG is gonna be happy about that. But that is going to round up qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. 18 laps here at Brazil. You better not, well, what's it called? We better see some good racing, but it's not that we better or anything like that. We're just used to it at this point, because we always see great racing here. But do I see Owen? Do I hear Owen?
Hello, sorry about that.
No worries, mate.
We're in a prospects call, you can say, so.
Yeah, just speaking with the directors, no worries, mate. But welcome back. You actually just missed out on qualifying, where we actually had a last second crash with Jonesy and what was the Haas driver's name? Let me scroll down real quick. Of Sufyan, as Sufyan now will be starting at the back of the grid with a 5-place grid penalty due to that collision. But that rounds up qualifying. 4 drivers in the 107s. Everyone else close to the 108s, 109s, and 110s near the back of Artistic Genius. But still very good qualifying overall, and we can just see this momentum going straight into the Grand Prix. 18 laps here around Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace.
That's a mouthful.
Hey, you should. You want to hear the Portuguese one that I had to say multiple times?
Did you say it? You speak Portuguese, do you?
My family is Portuguese, so that was yeah. Well, like I have like Portuguese descent. I don't really count as Portuguese, which really sucks.
Yeah.
But like me and my brother are like the only ones in our family that aren't Portuguese because we're born in Bermuda. We have Portuguese descent, and we actually could apply for Portuguese citizenship, but. We don't have it yet, but the Portuguese. Well, actually, as I said at the beginning, we went from one Portuguese-speaking country to another one, Portugal, at Portimão Autodromo Internacional. Oh, I just butchered the name. Autodromo Internacional do Algarve, to Brazil at Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, so I want you to try saying it now.
I am not trying to say that.
Come on, Owen, do it for the
I-
jokes. Come on.
I forgot the first word already.
Okay, well,
mate,
say it with
so-
me, all right? Say it with me.
on,
Autodromo.
Autodromo.
Jesus, you say you you don't really pronounce the D. You say like th,
No.
like you have a lisp. Autodromo.
Autodromo.
Okay. Oh, you know, we'll take it. Autodromo.
Autodromo. I am not
Jose
anymore.
Jose
It's not
Carlos Pace.
Jose Carlos Pace.
No, Pace. Pace.
Pace.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
so say it together now. You already forgotten, didn't you?
I already forgot.
No worries.
Oh,
What's-
mate, I'm terrible. I'm that bad. Look, my wife's from the Philippines, and
Eh,
they speak Spanish over there. They're very,
Yeah.
very big Spanish speakers.
Then you know what to say. Ayo, T de Silva, my Portuguese brethren. We might have to teach Owen some words in Portuguese, shall we?
Some of the language that I can't. I've been married. Well, I've been married. What, coming up to 3 years.
Oh, congratulations, mate.
Been together for 10 years. I've not even learned this word.
You haven't even learned a word of what, Spanish?
Oh, terrible. Spanish in their dialect as well, because
Fair.
they took in Spanish and sort of chucked it all around, if you get me.
Yeah, but I was kind of an idiot when I was in school, actually, because my family speaks Portuguese, and I decided to not study Spanish, but instead French. Of course, they didn't like provide
Oh,
Portuguese at the school,
French.
but
French is boring language.
I actually don't mind it. You know, it was actually pretty. Well, actually, it was pretty fun because of the teacher. She was an amazing teacher. Same with a lot of my friends that are in there. But we're waffling. We're here at Brazil. Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace. 15 turns here. 18 laps around the Brazilian Grand Prix. As we're waiting for the drivers to load up, and I'm waiting for it to fix itself. Practically. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are underway. Oh, a full start from Villeneuve as he's gonna be getting a drive-through penalty for that jump start. An amazing start from Albo and Jonesy, and then Pigman trying to get the switchback into turn 1 and 2. Now to turn 3. Now we're seeing actually the Haas driver of CSB Harris go side by side with Jonesy. And do I see a spin near the back? I think I do, of Suffian. Oh, and there's Jonesy!
Ooh.
Just saves the
That's
car,
a wing
but
gone.
gives. I just saw a front wing fly, and that was Panaman Gaming being braked on by Harris. Of course, Harris trying to avoid Jonesy with that slide. So Panaman Gaming unfortunately was getting the worst out of it in the McLaren. Oh, and we have a spin off the track, and I believe that is Crew Steamers. No, Crew Steamers started in 5th place, having such an amazing last-ditch effort in the qualifying, and he's just ruined it at the beginning. But there's still 18 laps. You can see if he can bring it back.
Crew's back on controller, so he's got to get used to it all again.
Oh, boo-hoo! I've been doing that the whole time. I'm joking, of course, Crew Steamers. But that's the one thing I was talking about in the qualifying with
Villeneuve's
this.
into the wall. Villeneuve is into the wall, and
Oh, it's carnage right there. A lot of broken
How
parts
did
off
he
of the vehicles. Oh, look at Panaman Gaming and Yanin actually going side to side into the pit stop, into the pit lane, and Yanin was actually able to get the clean overtake as well.
how did Villeneuve not DNF? It went face planted into the wall. How? That's mental. This game is just
Oh, and it's a
one extreme
VSC.
to that.
We now have a virtual safety car in play due to the buildup of debris on track.
See, the guys that got damaged aren't going to lose out too much.
Oh, well, that was
They'll
quick.
swing. Oh, that's over.
Man,
Didn't even give us a
hey,
warning.
Pato's Marshall's double, man. They did that overtime. Jesus. That was quick as... Oh, I cannot answer that. I am sorry, my friend. Professional streamer here, ladies and gentlemen. But still, an amazing start from Albo at the beginning. Just getting pole sitter right at the last second. Same with Pigman Man in second. It's now losing out by 1 1 second and a tenth. Same goes with Harris now, 2 seconds behind. And Mason is starting to get that edge. He's trying to look around the outside of turn 1, but the DRS is now going to be enabled, and Mason could be looking at a podium position for the time being. But one person I do got to say, actually, Jonesy, looks like he had a little bit of a mix-up at the beginning of the race. Started in 3rd, and in 3 laps, now down to 10th place.
CB Harris, all the Mason's overtaken CB Harris there in that corner, or whatever that one is.
Yeah, but look how close these drivers are on the track as well. You can barely fit a moped in between those Formula 1 cars. They're getting close quarters.
Oh, we got yellow flags, and that's a spin from Paige.
Paige, Miss Consistent. Looks like she had a battle with Kaz, I do want to say, and it looks like after that battle probably got a little bit of oversteer into turn 5 and has fallen down a little bit, but she was able to rejoin the track and keep it going. Oh, actually, one thing I forgot to do actually is check the tire allocation. So it looks like Paige and Chaos Druid, the only ones yet to put a pit stop in, starting on the set of mediums. Everyone else started on the set of softs, and everyone that went into the pit stop has exited out on a set of mediums as well. So trying to go for the long stint.
See, them guys pitting early with the wing damage may actually play into their hands towards the end, because as long as they don't lose too much time to the guys ahead, they'll have the fresher tyres, and they should be able to catch back up.
Yep. Oh, and we could be looking at a potential 3 wide into turn 4. Jonesy is trying to get on the inside of Domwar, trying to get back into 9th place, but T. De Silva finds himself up to 8th now in the Ferrari. An extraordinary race for him so far. Didn't really do well at Portimao. Oh, and his teammate though crashing out on turn 9, going on the oversteer. I'm not too sure. We just had a VSC, so we might not actually. The marshals might be able to get to Spitz named Zach in time, and there you go. The car is now off the track. We are still green lights on the field.
Pack's so spaced out now. I don't think there will be a safety car, which is a good thing.
Oh, but look at Mason now. Mason's going to go side by side with Harris into turn 1. Harris on the inside. Mason trying to shoot on the outside, but getting a little bit of a late braking there. That's going to be giving T-Mouse an opportunity to get the overtake in the Alpine. Both of them with the DRS. T-Mouse pushed onto the grass a little bit, but Mason was able to hold on using the DRS from Harris. Paige was actually the first person to get a 3-second time penalty out on track. And oh, it looks like we have a Domwar, Jonesy, and T. De Silva battle for that 7th place. Domwar now falls down to 9th. Jonesy now up to 8th. Close battles between all those 3 drivers as well, as we also have a battle up the front, as I did say, with Harris, Mason, and T-Mouse.
Mason's really on it tonight. Where's his pace come from, Mason?
Well, you know where that pace came from, huh?
Where's that?
He's a blimmin' onion, Mason. But as he keeps, because that's honestly the first thing that just came to my mind when I heard Mason. I love that meme from Call of Duty. I can't say the actual thing, of course, but
only thing letting Mason down is his ERS. He's drained it completely, more or less.
Yeah, so it looks like he used it a little bit too early there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jonesy
start saving.
Yeah, but as he is starting to save, Jonesy has now gotten the overtake on T. De Silva as they make their way into turn 1. Now towards turn 3 on the exit. Jonesy will not be getting DRS, and T. De Silva is going to try and look around the outside here at turn 4. Are we going to be seeing Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton? But no, they kept it clean. T. De Silva. Oh, now he's shooting on the inside of turn 6 and 7. But the gap was now closed by Jonesy, and T. De Silva has to settle for that 8th place position for the time being. Now look at T-Mouse right on the tail end of Mason. We're actually going to go on board with Harris, actually. Who's taking a wide line, missing the braking zone, and crashes into T-Mouse. T-Mouse could be looking at some side pod damage as Harris was trying to re-enter the track, but there was a car there, so he spins off, ghosted back onto the track, falls down to 8th place, now 9th place after that collision.
But now coming on his tail as well.
I'm actually going to go on board with Mason and get the rear view angle as Team Else will be getting the DRS now. Jonesy was able to get past Chaos. And let's see, Mason takes the defensive line on the inside. And Mason's going to stay in that podium position for the time being. T. De Silva and Jonesy were getting into a little bit of a battle there as well, with Dunmore right up the rear. Now a four-way battle for that 5th place position.
Here goes Jonesy, left hand side of T. De Silva.
Let's see, is he going to get the traction? It's very difficult to try and get a move around there on the outside. Very, very difficult. If you're using a high downforce, then it's potentially possible to do. But this is actually what Chaos Druid... Oh, and Yanin has crashed out on the DRS straight of turns 3 to 4.
Oh, watch out, people. That's going to be... Everybody needs to watch out because that car doesn't look like it's ghosted.
Yeah, but it looks like it is, and that's going to bring out the safety car. And Villeneuve was able to come out of the pit lane just ahead of LZ Albo. So now the gap is going to be within a second of everyone. Look how fast that safety car comes out as well. That Mercedes safety car really put down the turbo on that. Pigman Man exits out of the pit lane now. Actually, we're going to see what tire choices everyone has gone for now.
Albo doesn't pit. He's made a mistake there. He should have pitted for the mediums.
Well, the thing is, he couldn't. He was already on the finishing straight, like crossing the finish line when the safety car came out. So it was too late for him. So what he's going to have...
He wouldn't lose too much.
Yeah, but what he's going to have to do now, he's going to have to go into the pit lane for a set of mediums. And you can see he's trying to rush the safety car to go through, just so he can allow him to go, but he can't. That's the rule of the safety car, and Pigman Man could be potentially leading this race off the safety car restart.
Chaos Druid's gone on to the hards. That's a bit of a surprise. I know he started on their mediums, doing really well on them, but I thought he might have risked the softs maybe. So...
Well, it actually would have worked because we see Alza was able to last those, make those softs last after nursing those rubbers.
Would have been about 2-3 laps under safety cars, so he wouldn't have been wearing them out too much. So
yep, and there goes
could be a bit of a sit and
LZ.
duck on them hards, so they take a while to get up to speed, especially around this track with the corners.
Exactly, and that's the one thing about this track, is that somehow the tire wear when you're doing a 50% race isn't actually too bad. It really isn't that bad actually, but now we're gonna see a battle out of the pit lane. Battle out of the pit lane. Oh, what? Oh, Aldo has crashed into the pit lane on the exit. T. De Silva, and now has to avoid the AlphaTauri. LZ going into the pit lane for a set of mediums to end the race. Looks like just didn't really practice exiting out of the pit lane from that, and he's gonna crash within the pit lane, which actually shot his car onto the track.
Yeah, it's that glitch. When you crash out in the pit exit, it puts you into the onto the track. Yeah,
and then he says in the chat, got too close to the wall.
Oh,
sorry, everyone. Actually, no. Oh no, he just says WTF. Never mind. Yeah, but it's still unfortunate to see Albo. That was a glitch. Yeah, that was a massive glitch. Massive glitch of going into the track. Yeah. But what is done is done. Pigman Man is now going to be leading the race off the safety car restart, and there you go. Safety car is in this lap now, which is strange because it didn't actually allow the back runners to catch up. So it's Pigman Man. Oh, T. De Silva gets a 5-second time penalty for having a collision with crew steamers.
Ooh.
Wait, crew steamers? Did I see that right?
Yeah, crew steamers. Oh, just crew.
Oh, okay, so T. De Silva actually now falls down to 13th. And there we go. Pigman Man is going to be going for it now. He's going to drop the hammer on that throttle as Chaos Druid is actually into the pit lane now. With those set of hards, he's probably making a last-minute change to a set of softs. But now Mason and Pigman Man are going to go side by side. Mason is now spun off the track with a little bit of collision as he now re-enters the track now. And now Paige Well, sorry, that's not Page. Page is ahead. Now Harris. Oh, and Harris got pushed off onto the green runoff area. And they're bumping tires at this point as they make their way down towards turn 5. And Harris now going off at the track. Mason spinning off again. That's going to have to go down to the stewards.
Oh, yeah. That was not good.
That was not good whatsoever.
Wow.
But still an amazing start there from Pigman Man as he still leads, almost ahead by a tenth. No, not tenth, a second. Sorry, I missed the decimal. By a second. But now with Crew Steamers in third, both of the Alpines actually doing a very good start here off the safety car. Second and third place for the time being, but Jonesy now right on the tail end of Crew Steamers. He's going to try and get past as quick as possible. As with the qualifying, he was able to get the one of the faster laps than Crew Steamers. But let's see, is Jonesy going to be able to get past the Crew Steamers? It's getting very close on to ERS, trying to stay within the slipstream as they make their way now towards turn 5. Jonesy just cannot do it. It's too far, too ambitious. Oh, but not one that's not ambitious though is Lokito and Domwar as they were going side to side into turn 4, and then now Lokito Yaya finds himself up to 7th place. Panaman Gaming also having a battle with Domwar right behind as well, and that's the one thing about Panaman, he needs to get past as quick as possible or else those stops are going to be deteriorating so much more. Oh, and Domwar gets a little bit of a slide on the exit, and that's going to be giving Panaman Gaming the easy overtake up to 8th place.
Really needs to get a move on. Panda Man, he's got to make them softs last. He doesn't want to be in that dirty air.
No, and Dunmore gets a super wide line there. But now we're going up the front. Jonesy was able to get past Crew Steamers.
DRS enabled. Crew will get DRS on the next straight.
Which is actually going to be right here at the end of turn 3. But I'm actually going to go on board with T-Mouse, who is going to be battling out with Pigman after getting DRS. Let's see if he's going to be able to shorten the gap and get past. Doesn't look like it, but now we're going to go down to Crew Steamers. Jonesy on the defensive line on the inside. He's going to squeeze Crew Steamers on the outside. Panaman Gaming has crashed out on the exit of turn 3, and that's going to be another safety car. As then Yanin gets a glitch out of... Actually, no, not a glitch. He's already been out.
That's like the third driver that's lost it there. What's going on?
But that's the one thing I was talking about with Brazil being such a difficult track about when to go on the throttle. That is where you see those mistakes.
Yeah, coming
but
off
you gotta feel for Panaman Gaming though. You really gotta feel for him after getting a podium finish last week. And practically last week was actually Panaman's week, getting the race win at Russia for tier 2 or tier 3, I want to say.
I think it was. They got the win at tier 3. I remember that. Yeah, tier 3.
Yeah, tier 3. Yeah, because Captain Jack won it in tier 2. Yeah. So Panaman Gaming getting the win last week in tier 3 for Russia, and also getting a podium finish last week in the Academy at Silverstone. That was he was practically driver of the week at that point.
Excellent drive from him, so.
But now it's just been a whole turnaround, not getting the results that he was looking for yesterday in tier 3, and now already out early in the Brazilian Grand Prix for the Academy division.
So the top 7 haven't decided to pit, but a few of the guys below that are on the softs now, so they're gonna have some quick tyres. Crew's taking the risk and gone for softs.
Yep, as he exits out now, right behind Mason. I'm looking at this now. When's the next trial race? That's a good question.
Trial race? Oh,
yeah.
the Academy?
Yeah, Albo saying.
Albo will be next week Thursday. But Albo can, as he's a reserve, he can check-in reserved on some of the tiers if there's seats available.
Oh yeah, hold on, Albo, hold on. Was it you that I saw in the chat yesterday about joining Prospects? Because he's a new racer, isn't it?
He was originally in with us last season, then didn't sign up. I forgot what the reason he said. But then he's just come back now, so the other day he come back in, so.
I just looked at it.
What's that?
So I'm currently looking at the Discord general chat for Academy.
Yeah.
Villeneuve. Again, who's the idiot that pressed X? Of course, pressing X is the overtake. So probably put too much power down when they spin around. Yeah, but Villeneuve, instead of texting in the chat, he needs to focus on his race. Down to 14th now on those set of mediums, needs to get into the points. But that's actually going to give T De Silva an opportunity to catch up now, because look how far he is. He's coming across the finishing straight now, finishing his 13th lap. And we're still waiting on the safety car to make their way into the pit lane. But, you know, it's actually the one funny thing, though. So, with us moving to Gran Turismo potentially in May and or June.
Yeah.
The predecessor of GT Sport, you can actually get a Mercedes AMG safety car in the game, right?
Oh, what, in Gran Turismo?
Yeah, you can actually have safety cars.
Nice.
As like special.
God, that'd be cool. Yeah.
And it's pretty funny, right? Because have you seen the video of like the Mercedes AMG drifting at Bahrain?
No, I'm not seeing that. So.
Oh, well, there's a video of a oh, actually, sorry, I'll talk about that after. We're about to start this safety car as Pigman Man is trying to get those mediums soft as quick as possible. T-Mouse just wants to get it started, and Pigman Man's going to go into throttle T-Mouse with a beautiful response there, as he's going to be looking on the inside now with Pigman Man, as we said with the previous safety car restart, but it was actually Mason. Let's see if T-Mouse is going to be able to get it. He's on the ERS, getting the slipstream. Pigman Man is going to be looking on the inside to defend the corner. T-Mouse is now a little bit ahead on the exit. He gets on the traction, and he moves his way into the lead.
Lovely.
Beautiful overtake there. Very clean as well. Oh, but I actually just saw that. I don't know if you missed that there. Oh, who is that off the track? Loquito Yaya goes completely off at the corner of turn 7, and I saw why actually. Domwar got a little bit of a slide, so that had to make Mark 7 God actually slow down a little bit to not hit his teammate, and Loquito Yaya with the evasive maneuvers goes off at the track, but was able to save the car from spinning around, so good reaction times there from the Aston Martin driver. But just in front of him, Cruise Steamer's trying to make his way up a little bit slidey-goosey on that Alpine. So all these drivers trying to get everything they can for the safety car restart. T De Silva is able to go past Mason, as Mason has no front wing.
Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for Mason.
Honestly,
just in the space of 6 laps.
Very, very unfortunate to see for Mason, but he enters the pit lane, going to be getting a new front wing, and potentially going on a set of softs, and probably going to try and yoink the fastest lap. But Cruise Steamers is going to go past Mark 7 God, and same goes with Loquito Yaya around turns 4 and 5. So Mark 7 now down 2 positions in 2 turns. Loquito Yaya just got a little bit too wide there on the exit of turn 7 on the way to turn 8, and will now have to serve a 3-second time penalty for that. But one person that we could be actually looking at for a pretty good race actually is going to be Sufyan in the Haas. Currently 13 laps on those set of mediums. So the oldest tire compound out there on track, as he is going to be closing in to that 5th place position. But Domwar with those younger set of mediums, and even behind him of Cruise Steamers with a younger set of softs, is going to be trying to look to get that position, but looking to try and take the position from Cruise Steamers is going to be Loquito Yaya into turn 1 around the outside. The Aston Martin brakes perfectly and makes his way up to 7th place. Loquito Yaya just moving up moving up the grid.
They're all stuck in the DRS train now. It's going to really punish Crew.
Not just Crew, but also Loquito, because they have 2 older set of mediums up ahead. That's going to make those softs work even harder. They're going to be working double time on trying to get those positions. We also saw an overtake near the... Oh, and Lokito Yaya takes a Superman dive on the inside of Domwar. Now has to serve for the outside line. And Crew Steamers now on the inside. Kept it clean. A little bit of contact between Crew Steamers and Lokito Yaya. But they were both able to keep it down on the track. But I'm actually going to go up above with Pigman Man. He will be getting DRS.
Coming back.
But let's see.
It to the last lap.
Yep. But the thing is, should he go for the overtake right now? Because now on the exit, T-Mouse is going to be getting DRS and going to be leading all of Sector 2 if he's able to get it down.
T-Mouse has a penalty though. I've just seen it. I think he got it for the corner cutting.
Domwar was able to get past Sufyan for the final time here. Lokito just lost position to Crew Steamers. Back and forth battle between them. Pigman Man was able to preserve a lot of ERS and stay in the lead. And this is the final lap, all or nothing. Domwar loses out. Probably did the exact same spot as Panda Man Gaming.
Rip for that straight. There's literally about 4th driver now. So crazy.
Yep. But Mason, as I said, Mason is going to take the fastest lap with the 109.159. But let's see. Is T-Mouse going to be able to get Pigman Man? T. De Silva gets a 3-second time penalty. Going to have to serve that at the end of this race. But now, this is the final corner, the final sector for the final time of the day for the Academy race for Prospects eRacing League Round 7 here at Brazil. Pigman Man has done everything he needed to do, and he's going to take the win here at Brazil. Josie's going to move up to second due to T-Mouse having his time penalties, and that is the podium.
Good. Very interesting race, I have to say. That is...
Ooh, and Crew Steamers makes his way up to 5th after the drivers ahead serving their time penalties as well. So Crew Steamers, what an extraordinary recovery drive as well, getting into the top 5. We also see Sufyan and Harris, the two Haas's, finishing in 4th and 6th. Mark 7 God in 7th. Paige Baguette getting those 3 seconds, and also had a spin around earlier on in the race. She's able to finish into the points of full recovery drive from yesterday as well at Portimao. Is able to get points here at the other Portuguese-speaking country of Brazil, Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace. Extraordinary race here for Prospects.
It's been brilliant, I have to say. Entertaining stuff on the track.
And that's the one thing about Prospects. They always put on a show, no matter where they are, what car they're in, what division they have. Just amazing racecraft all around the field. And there you go. I was going to say Irish or Cote d'Ivoire. I'm pretty sure it's Irish, right? Yeah, the Irish flag? Yeah.
The top 6 are tier 2. That's for sure. Like, we know, yeah, some of them are tier 2 already, and then some are a couple of reserves, but they're tier 2 reserves. But then everybody down was more or less tier 3. So.
Yep, yeah, but we had a full. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say we allowed some of the tier 2 guys to come in, because obviously in the past we've only allowed tier 3 and the academy guys in. But obviously it was looking a bit low earlier on, so I sort of opened them up to tier 2. So.
But with that, we actually get a full grid here tonight at the Academy, so love to see the turnout, ladies and gentlemen. But that is going to be it. We actually ended that page, so now Kaza's finished in 9th, Lokito Yaya finished in 10th, T. De Silva just misses out on the top 10 in 11th. Then we have Villeneuve in 12th, the Canadian Brethren of 11th and 12th. Then we have Artistic Genius in 13th, Chaos Druid in 14th, Mason in 15th, Yoinks the fastest lap. Domwar crashes out on the final lap as well. But the non-finishers were Panaman, Albo, Yanin, and Spitz named Zach. But that was a pretty eventful race, actually. What would you say?
I enjoyed that, really did. That's what I like about the Academy, is that the reason why we don't do the 50% is the 50%ers can just be a bit too much for a lot of new drivers when they're still trying out the game. So the sprint itself, the 25% sprint, allows it to be a bit more entertaining. They can really push for it. They don't have to worry about long-term strategies. They can literally just pace and race clean. That's all it is. So
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah,
honestly,
really
an
enjoyed that.
extraordinary race all around. Thank you again, Owen, for joining in for the commentary. Thank you for having me as well, guys. A big pleasure for me to be now a part of Prospects eRacing League. So honestly, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate all of you. But
Well, thank you as well. Thank you for
that's
coming
gonna
on
be
board and been great. So.
honestly appreciate it, man. Honestly, couldn't have done this without you and everyone's support. But that is going to be it for the academy. Now we have Friday and Saturday off for prospects, as we should be here back on Sunday for F2. I hope you all have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you have enjoyed, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that big red button and make sure the notification bell is filled so you're notified every time we have a race here at Prospects eRacing League. I have been Justin.
I've been Owen.
And we will see you next time. Lots of love and stay safe.